am currently on my lunch break from work. I did a live the other day. Was that Monday? Today is Wednesday. I think I did it Monday, and it did not save. And it was a few of you guys who joined in and who were communicating with me. Thank you so much for that. I look like we're in the winter, you guys, but my house is just really, really cold. And yeah, and it's a bad hair day. So, whatever. This is on my mind really heavy. You guys, I'm going to tag the girl whose video I got this from. Now, mind you, I've had these thoughts and stuff of my own, but anytime I get inspired by someone else's content, someone else, they're the originator, or yeah, I just was inspired by it, I like to make sure I either tag them. Sometimes I say I'm going to tag them and I don't, but I do mention their name at the least in the video. So you still know that I'm saying it's coming from somewhere else because I'm not a content stealer. However, I digress. So, what the title of the video is called, and I don't know how to pronounce her name, but once again, it will be in the comments below. She talked about how to stay focused and stop daydreaming. You guys, it was good. So good. And if you've joined any of my other lives or watched any of my videos, and I talk so much about how I have notebooks, journals, you know, some of them are brain dumping, some of them are prayer journals. I mean, I have them all, you guys. And I do that a lot because of what she's speaking on, right? Daydreaming. I daydream a lot. I'm in my head a lot to the point where I have to dump it out. Sometimes I dump it in my notes. Sometimes I'll get to ranting with family and friends. I am an introvert, you guys. I don't talk much, don't go out much, whatever. But I feel like all that stuff gets to racing so much in my head that sometimes I overshare. That overthinking leads to oversharing, which is why, again, I started journaling years ago, right? I came up with the outlet. I think I'm jumping ahead of myself, but she really speaks on the fact that, again, when you are daydreaming, you're in your head all day, right? You might daydream at night, during your lunch break, during, you know, you're going on a walk, whatever. Nothing is necessarily wrong with daydreaming until it starts turning, because a lot of times it's for escapism, right? You may have something going on at home, at work, just something going on, and that is a way to escape, right? Because in your daydreaming, what are you usually doing? You're usually picturing your a good reality, a perfect reality. The perfect world is in a perfect world. You're usually doing that in your daydream, right? Now, some of us do the overthinking, and in that you are either, again, using that daydream to picture your perfect reality, maybe like she said, maybe a conversation with a guy that you like, or, you know, maybe it's a lot going on outside. Wow. Okay. It's a lot going on outside. I'm not sure what that is, but let me continue on. So yeah, but you keep yourself in this constant cycle, right, of thinking. And it leads to, you know, you start living up there. Like, I do this a lot, y'all. I'm constantly thinking of situations, scenarios, things that I want to do. You know, some of them are negative, but some of them are positive. Like, oh my goodness, I can't wait until I get my dream body. I can't wait until I get my dream house, my dream car. Can't wait until I have my dream job. What's some more things I need to do with my dream job? Like, I need to do more and more and more. But I'm thinking this all day, but I'm not doing anything because I'm constantly thinking this. I even get to the point sometimes where I'm writing down the things that I need to do, but that's it. The only action I took was writing down the things that I wanted to do. Having goals and becoming clear on your goals is part of it. Is part of it for sure, you guys. But actionable steps. How can it ever get done when it never leaves your head, right? It never makes it to your fingers. It never makes your feet move, right? As we call it here in the South, put your foot to pavement. Put your feet to pavement. That means get some work done. Get some steps done. Excuse me. I'm gonna take out my gum so that y'all won't hear me smoking. I mean, smacking on my gum. But anyway, yeah. So less action leads to what? Less confidence, right? So if you're not very confident about something, you may not do it, right? You're not gonna take the steps to do it, which will lead to less progress, right? And then you get in this trap like, well, less constant confidence, so I'm not going to do nothing. I'm unmotivated. Like, all of it is producing nothing, essentially. Nothing. And we're trying to produce something. So you don't want to be stuck in your imagining and your daydreaming, right? And then you get to a point where you start doing what? Okay, you start doing what? You're waiting on the right time. You're saying, oh, this and that. Like, I don't have this done. I don't have that done. You know, we don't want to constantly live our life doing all of that. So you guys have to excuse me. I got a lot going on in my background, but this was heavy on me, so I wanted to get it off. I'll probably, like I always tell you, once again, like me, I'll make a better video. No, I wanted to go ahead and film this now while it was on my brain, while it was fresh on me, because this is something that I'm very passionate about. This is something I'm dealing with, and this is something with my mindset coaching I hope to help others with, right? So, a lot, she talked about how we are constant, like I know, like me, we're using our IQ, right? We using that, which is like books, movies, right? YouTube videos. We're using that when we need to be using more of our emotional intelligence, okay? Because our emotional intelligence is going to cause us to take action versus your, oh, I need to read more. I need to study more. I need to watch another YouTube video. I need to watch another movie. I need to watch something else and learn something else before I can move outside of my daydreaming state, right? Before I can move outside of my head, it's something and something and something else I need to do. We're pushing ourselves. We're moving the goalposts constantly. And all that does, again, is delay progress. It delays action. We're not taking any action when we're constantly thinking, right? So again, this can cause, like, you may have, the reason why you might be daydreaming, you might have a lot of built up emotions. You may be used to being unorganized. You may be used to doing mundane tasks, right? The same thing every day, driving the same route to work. She mentioned SpongeBob about something when the episode when he was like, hi, I'm normal. But I just thought of SpongeBob when I'm talking about the mundane, where Squidward was going through every day. He was doing the same routine, right? He was in the same community. He was around all the other squids, seeing the same thing. And it just became, you know, a lot of times, you guys, it leads to depression. So sometimes it's time for us to change our routine, change our environment, change our habits, right? We may not be able to physically move to a new house or a new city, but up here, we got to start the change there. But not only there. Where you are currently at, you still need to do something different. You may have to go to work Monday through Friday. Is there another route you can take? Can you start stopping, like she's at another coffee shop? Can you put something within your day-to-day that will break up that monotony and that cycle that keeps you daydreaming, that keeps you trying to escape that reality? Now, if you currently love your reality and you just want, or like it at least, and you just want a little bit more from yourself, that's okay too. But still, you should get there even more, because you are already living in an example of something you already took steps for, something you already prayed for, right? Something you already took action and steps with. You just want to go further, right? So you can either repeat those same steps, or you need to figure out, use some of that IQ and figure out, well, is it another skill? Like, is it something else I'm needing to do? Or is it that I just need to eat better? Do I need to sleep more? Do I need to get up, work out? And I was going to go to, that's next. Pay attention to what you dream about, you daydream about. Pay attention to what thoughts are constantly in your head. Don't try to fix them yet. Just think about it. Is it about, like I said, a new job, a career, a relationship, your fitness, health? Oh, I want this body. I want to lose weight, gain weight, muscle, whatever it may be. Pay attention to that. You can, again, brain dump it, write it down. Because you just want to acknowledge, you just want to be aware of what you're constantly thinking. Are these positive thoughts? Are these negative thoughts? You're just becoming aware first, right? Because daydreaming over time, you guys, that stuff, it's a cycle, and it starts to cause emotional, hormonal, chemical imbalances in the body. And once you are reaching a stress level within the body, guess what? The body produces stress hormones. And unless you like I said, throw a wrench in there, something to break up that cycle, it's going to constantly do that, right? Daydreaming, overthinking, stress, right? Hormones and hormonal imbalances, chemical imbalances, all kicking in. Now, I will say some ways to, and I'm going to do a longer video on this, guys, but this is just right now since I don't have much time and I wanted to get this off of my head. I wanted to take action so bad, so I'm making this video. But you can do increase your physical activity. That might mean walking, running, change your routine. Like I said, the things that you do before or after work, or if you don't work at all, change your routine on things that you normally do on a daily basis. A change of environment, right? A change your eating habits, right? You might need to increase protein. You might need to eat more fruits and veggies. I mean, it's different things. You might need to, treat yourself a little bit more, right? You also, of course, reach out to a health professional if you have to. You could use some therapy. You could use figuring out. Some people said that they had undiagnosed ADHD, undiagnosed this. Some things going undiagnosed can help. But what I am stating is that a lot of times, because of stuff like this, it's producing a lot of those things. This is just a symptom of something else that may be wrong, right? So, what else did I say? Journaling, / brain dumping, right? Just getting all your emotions and feelings out. Less screen time, especially before bed, right? Especially before you're about to go do something. A lot of times we're doing too much multitasking. We're trying to do so many things at once. Well, I want to watch a video while I get dressed. Nothing's wrong with having a video or music or anything playing in the background. But again, sometimes that's just a form of escape. And we need to be present. Being present in the moment will actually help a lot with this as well, you guys. So that's just, some things that I'm thinking on. As far as, we're talking about the less confident you are, the less action you take, the less steps you do. This is what we're talking about. But you want to set goals. You want to take action. You want to build the confidence and trust within yourself, because that is going to lead you to take more action. And that's going to get you closer to achieving your goals and getting the things that you're actually wanting. Right? So, yeah, like she said, your intellectual, yes, that's good. Books, movies, reading, learning new skills. But we want to tap into how we can take action. What are things that we can actually do? She talked about the fact that, again, some of us may take all that information from that video and still do nothing with it, right? And still not make progress. Because, again, we're not doing anything. We're learning. So you're going to get off her video and go watch it. But see, this is why I didn't do that. This is why I'm hopping on this live regardless of how I look and the fact that I need to get back to work. Because this is something I wanted to go ahead and take action on now. I didn't want to sit on it. Because that's what I'm used to doing. And guess what I was going to do? After I watched hers, I was going to watch another one and another one. I was going to take all these notes and another video and another video. Oh, and then just like I said in the beginning, I'll be back, guys, to make a more perfect video. When nothing is wrong with the live and the video that I'm making right now. I might be yelling a little bit, might be talking a little bit fast. But again, if you need to, you can rewind, pause, you can take notes. And again, this is something that I'm very passionate about. This is something that I deal with a lot. So I'm going to be speaking on it more than once for sure, especially if it's requested. Because I want to do things that are going to help you guys. And hopefully I am building a community of people who deal with these things. But we're not going to sit on here and just trauma dump and all of that. This is a safe space. But we want to progress. We want to move forward. I want to see those comments that I leave under some people and say, hey, this helped me and I took action and I'm living a little bit better because of that, right? It's not just, giving all the credit to that person. But again, you might have thought that you were the only one. But as we see from TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, that most experiences are not as unique as we think. There's someone out there who can relate, right? So that's what we want to do. We want to get out of our heads and into action. Daydreaming isn't all bad. More than what you're actually doing. You are living in your fantasy. You might be doing stuff in your head. You might have every day in your head, you walking to school, walking, you're going to work, you're living your dream job, you're having the conversations with the people that you're wanting to talk to. But in the real world, time is passing you by. In the real world, as you're daydreaming, you're still going to the same job, the same this, the same that. You're still doing that, and you might go to bed at night with these things on your mind, wanting to make more progress, but throughout your day, you have it. And that was what leading me to maybe get a progress tracker. I don't care if it's a notebook. If this was what this thing is, y'all can't see, a little project board. I mean, it's stuff on your phone. There's calendar apps. There's all type of things and tools that are out here that you can use to track your progress. That way, and you can check in. You can do it daily, weekly, monthly. Check your progress to see, what did I actually do? So my goal at the beginning of the week was to hit 10K steps a day. But use your fitness tracker on your phone or your watch or whatever and say, well, how many did I actually hit? So you can see what you need to do more or less of when you are keeping up with the progress in the real world. And that may lead to my next point when I was talking about less screen time. You might have to, because I love technology, you guys. Like I said, you got your steps tracker on your phone. You have calendar apps and things like that on your computer, your laptop, your phone, your watch that you can use. But you might have to do like me. I have to do old-fashioned writing things down a lot of times for me. I love my phone and the things it can do, but sometimes I have to do that along with setting an alarm. You can do, it's duality. Two things can exist at once. So if you want to do it to where you're using your technology and, writing down or using an agenda or a planner and sticky notes, then that's fine too. But yeah, you don't want to live in your thoughts. You're always trying to escape to this perfect reality in your head when, again, time in real life is passing you by. Right? It's slipping away, and you're not getting any closer to the reality in the physical like you're wanting to, because you're trying to be in control in your head. In your daydream, you may be in control. In your daydream, you are having the perfect conversations. You are getting the perfect job. You are having the perfect body. These are the things. There's nothing wrong with having these goals and dreams and imagining it, because it's good to have that. But again, you're trying to erase this unsure feeling. Well, I don't want to, because you might not be taking steps because you're unsure. You're not very confident, right? You are used to the familiar and not used to the uncomfortable and the unfamiliar. But that is where most growth happens. The brain is trying to protect you by keeping you safe, protecting you by constantly ruminating on these thoughts, keeping you safe in those same thoughts, right? Nothing new, not breaking the pattern, because your brain is saying, well, if you break the pattern, you might start crying. You might get emotional. Yeah, you might, but that may be your breakthrough. So it might be good for your brain to break up that pattern. You guys, I'm going to come back with more on this topic, but I do have to go because my phone is going to die and I have to get back to work. But I will tag her below. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're watching the replay, if you got anything out of the video, please comment. If I was talking too fast, too loud, too whatever, rushing, please let me know in the comments, because like I said, I will try to film a better video. But for now, I'm not going to apologize for my life being a little bit busy, because again, I'm trying to take action. All right. And I'm using the time that I have until I get, and we all got 24 hours in a day. But yeah, I'm trying to utilize them the best way I can. And I will become more organized as time goes on. And plus, if I get when I get a better phone. But love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. We are on the road to 1K subscribers. We are on the road to getting monetized and living out our dream life. So yes, you guys be blessed. Have a great day.